Hello Darts Nutz, I'm going to do a review of the Red Dragon Enigma 4 25 gram. These are a 90% tungsten dart and the retail for £34.90 from Red Dragon. As you can see, it comes in the usual Red Dragon packaging, and you've got your Trifold Pro wallet. There's 5 models in the Enigma range, but they're only one weight for each model. Like I said, this is the 25 gram, and as you can see, you've got your point protector, very nice torpedo style barrels, and then you've got a set of medium black tint polycarbonate Red Dragon stems, and you've got an extra set in the wallet, so 2 sets of the medium stems, and then you've got some white hardcore standard shape flights and some Enigma blue, black and grey striped hardcore flights, and you've got your Red Dragon guarantee card. So that's what you get in the pack. Let's have a close look at the darts. The darts are fitted with a silver point, and as you can see, the barrel is kind of a torpedo shape. Got fairly longish taper. At that front there, they're just normal rings and grooves, and then when you get into this section here, it's like a kind of a sharp grip, but then there's quite an interesting grip in the middle there. Kind of looks like it bulges out a little bit more. Feels like a kind of a rounded feel to it. I don't know if that one's like a reverse shark grip, and then it's got a couple of normal rings, and then it goes back to the normal shark grip. That little centre section there gives you a good reference point for your grip. I find it quite comfortable there as well. I'd say it's probably about a high medium grip overall. Yeah, it's probably just a high medium, and then you've got a smooth section on the rear, and then it tapers off towards the end with some more rings and grooves, so there's a little bit of grip on the rear there for if you're a rear gripper, and that feels quite comfy as well there. But even though I'm a front gripper, I'm probably going to be gripping it around there because it's only a short barrel. And then you've got your target black tinted polycarbonate stems and your Enigma hardcore flights. Quite a tough flight. So I'll just let you look at the dart for a little bit, then I'll put the detailed picture up. See how close I can get it. Okay, here's the detail picture.
The darts are fitted with a 27mm silver point, and as you can see, the nose of the barrel has got a nice rounded taper, with the very front section being smooth at 3.4mm wide, and then you've got these very thin rings and grooves, which is about 3.85mm, and then there's a kind of a curved band of 3mm before it gets into this fairly shallow razor style grip, which is 6.8mm wide, and then it gets into an interesting grip in the middle, which is kind of protruding a little bit, so the razor grip sections either side are kind of like a little scallop, and that section in the middle is 3.9mm wide, and then you've got some more of the razor grip, which is 5.8mm wide, and then you've got a smooth section which is tapering towards the rear of 8mm, and then on the very end of the barrel you've got some normal rings and grooves, which is 6mm wide. Overall length is 40.8mm and the width is 7.92mm.
Right, I'll just take some measurements along the barrel. Let's check the length. Length is 40.8 millimeters, and it looks as if somewhere around that middle is going to be the widest. I think there's like a kind of a ring that protrudes a little bit. It's a little bit hard to grab it. That says 7.92, and I don't think I can get right on the end of that nose, but I'll try. It's just going to slip off, I think. Yeah, just can't quite grab it. So it's probably going to be about 3.5 there, and on them rings at the front, 7 millimeters, and then where that first razor grip section is, 7.69, and on the razor grip on the rear, 7.68, so it's still about the same. And then it just gradually tapers towards the end, 7.36, right down to 6.1. Alright, I'll just compare the weight of the barrels then. That one is 24.95. That one is 24.94. That one is 24.83. So two that are very close and one which is a little bit out. And the weight of the full setup is 26.84. Right, I'll see if I can find the balance point with nothing attached. It's a little bit awkward because of that kind of slightly protruding ring, but it's probably around about there, so I'd say it's more front weighted with nothing attached. But then obviously when you've got your setup, alters the balance, and it's pretty much around about there, which is about the centre of the barrel, maybe just slightly front of centre. So that's the detailed look at the Enigma 4 25 gram darts. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. I'm just holding it pretty close to the front as usual with my natural front grip, but I'm kind of like half on those rings and half on this wide band here. The feel of that grip there kind of feels a little bit thinner than this part in the middle, so it's kind of a little bit like a scallop there. But I'm just looking at the rings. They do look like a kind of a shark style ring grip, but it's a very shallow angle, so it's not as grippy as what it may have been if it was a steeper angle. I'd say it's probably just around about a medium, but I'm kind of gripping it on this sort of thing here, and you probably can't see by looking at it. You'd have to look at the pictures properly, but it's definitely thinner there. So that feels kind of pronounced there, so I'm kind of like resting it on my grip there, but I suspect it's probably going to be better balanced around here. And it's quite an unusual section there on that middle band, but I think that's probably where it feels as if it's going to be the best balance. But even throwing it from there, it's pretty smooth through the air. I didn't see any fishtail or anything. I was getting a little bit of spin, but I tend to get that anyway. But this kind of shape kind of suits my kind of like loopy throw. It just kind of comes down nicely, but it is a little bit heavier than what I normally use at 25 grams, but not too bad for the first few goes. Might take a bit more to get the feel of the dart, but let's have a few more throws from there for now. That was a good shot. Just put me off there. I don't know what was there. It was like a Robin Hood, but it took the flight off. We'll just have a go on that middle section now. It's kind, like I say, it's kind of a strange grip there. It's got like two reverse like sections there, and it kind of feels a bit more pronounced. But in the middle, where the two rings are in different angles, it's almost like a very tiny scallop. So it feels a little bit more grippy on that section, but like I said, it does feel a bit better balanced there. So with this being a short dart, it doesn't feel too far away from a natural front grip. So we'll just give that a go, see how it works. I think it is better balanced there, and it was just a little bit more smoother through the air as well, and I wasn't getting any spin as well, or none that I could see. So pretty good for a middle gripper, I think. Well, at least they're grouped together. Yeah, I think it just might take me a little bit more to get used to that position, but I think overall the dart is pretty good from there. So if you're a natural middle gripper, it's going to be quite good for you, but I think even front grippers like myself are not going to be too bad holding it there, because like I say, it's only a short barrel, so it doesn't really feel that far away from a natural front grip anyway. But I think it does fly a little bit smoother, and it feels a little bit better balanced in your grip there, so pretty good there. But like I say, it's not too bad at the front at all as well, so I'd be quite happy holding it at the front. Now, I know I'm not a natural rear gripper, but this dart is probably not made for a rear gripper really, but it has got some grip on that section there, so I'll give it a throw from there and see how it works, because I know some rear grippers do like this kind of a dart with short barrels, so we'll just see how it flies from there. The only thing, like with me not being a natural rear gripper, is I often find it a little bit harder to control the dart, but apart from that second one that went a bit wild, the other two flew pretty nice and straight, so just have a couple more throws. Yeah, it could be a decent dart for a rear gripper as well. Yeah, I think it could be a nice dart. If you like a kind of a bullet shaped barrel as a rear gripper, it should suit you quite well. The only thing I do notice, it's probably because I'm not a natural rear gripper, is I often tend to like flick it up like that, because it's just not my natural grip. But what I did notice is sometimes it was having like an extra spurt upwards, but then just as it was getting near the board it was coming down quite nicely, so it was pretty nicely floated through the air there. And that grip there, it's right near the end of the barrel, so if you're a gripper who likes to be right on the end, then it's pretty handy for that. It's only a medium level of grip, but it's not too bad there comfort wise. I think that's probably the best overall for the comfort though, even though that slopes nicely for your grip there. It just felt a little bit more comfortable there for me, but I think it probably suit any style of grip really. It just all depends whether you like that kind of bullet short barrel style, but I think I'll just go back to that middle grip for now. Well, that's the Red Dragon Enigma 25g darts. It's another very nicely made dart from Red Dragon. It does look very nice with these blue anodized grooves, and quite an interesting grip, especially in that centre section. I think it's probably a dart that's probably going to suit any style of grip really. It seems to work quite well with front, middle and rear, but I suspect middle grippers may get the best out of it. But like, even though I'm a front gripper, it still works for me around the middle because it's only a short barrel dart, but it's also working quite well from the rear. And like I said, it's quite interesting around there. So if you like a short barrel bullet style shape, even if you're a rear gripper, you could find it suits you. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.